Testing, testing. All right, cool. Yo, 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 what's up, man? Hey, let me know if you can hear me. This is a different mic. It's a more professional mic. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit better than yesterday. Sorry, I'm just trying to DM this link to a few people. All right, cool. So first off, I like to start off with SPY and NASDAQ just to see where is everything. You can see CPI numbers are coming out right now as I speak, actually. So gonna be messing with the market right now. Probably gonna get a little bit of a bullish start, in my opinion, because of how much we've already priced in. So even if inflation is on par, you know, we still look pretty decent because we have actually been pricing it in partially. So we'll see. But if it's over a certain percentage, they probably will start to fear. If it's under a certain percentage, they'll probably get over greedy and become even more bullish. So there's a few scenarios we can come from this spot, but based on the fact that we're bouncing from a really good position, because if I open this up, if I open up this time frame, sorry, I was seeing if y'all could hear me. But off this time frame, you can see we're on this 43.76. What is that 43.76? We'll go look. It's a good resistance, turn support, turn support. So this is a very, 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 very effective level here at 43.76, right? You can see it was also used on the first dip before that rally, and then this was also used as support during that recent dip. Let me remove that. And you can see they kind of used it here. They used it here. They rejected it. They were using it as resistance for those few days. I think a lot of us remember that pain. And then they bounced through it with an indecisive candle. And here we are again bouncing with a potential hammer. Not saying this is going to lead us to, 6,000. We're not saying this is going to lead us to 4,000. We're just saying this is holding at a really, really good spot. So it has a potential chance of bouncing even with this potentially priced in CPI data. So probably going to see a short-term run. I wouldn't be surprised if you just see a run here at open and then you see a bunch of range trading, kind of like yesterday where we saw a drop and we saw a bunch of range trading and then we got more potential plays and then it just led to another range. It really didn't go anywhere. That's probably what they're going to try and do today. So, but we're going to make the best of it. We're going to set up some tickers that we think are in really good positions. So I'll probably wait here a few more minutes because the data is still being released. Market's still reacting to it. So we'll be waiting here a second before I actually go through anything and add anything on a list. But there were a few tickers that I liked. Tesla, Apple, Nvidia. These are always going to be three that I go through. But besides that, I actually did kind of like where Bobo is sitting. A member from my chat posted RTX. I think RTX is in a great spot as well. So even if you're not looking for a day trade, you're just looking for something to swing trade, you can wait for a possible break over the 103. Or just play something off of the rejection. Better yet, just to wait if it doesn't end up breaking above. Let's see, what were the other few tickers we were looking at? That's right. Delta Airlines. I love where Delta Airlines is on their chart. I also like that they're trying to maintain just a flat range. There's nothing crazy about their pre-market. Whereas a lot of charts right now are being bought up from, huge massive dips, and they're just huge green candles under screens, kind of like you saw on SPY and NASDAQ there for a second, making it not really that much fun to chart. As you can see, WBA getting a little bit of that right now. Twitter also, kind of like Delta Airlines, just kind of maintaining a range. It's good. That's what I want to see. So we'll probably go through a few of those here in a minute. But let me know on the chat. Let me know what tickers you guys are looking at. Are you just gonna be chilling today? Chilling at open? And yeah, let's see if I can pull up that. Yeah, so the numbers came out. CPI data is at 8.5%. Barely over all of the estimates. I think all of the estimates were at 8.3, 8.4, 8.2. Some of them had them at 8 point flat, but 8.5%. So just a hair higher than anticipated, but honestly, it's most likely still priced in. I didn't see exactly how much they had priced in, but they probably had a 14% rate, priced in, ready to go. So would not be surprised if we start seeing things rally again. But again, plan for both sides. Do not be biased. I don't care if this is politics, stocks, anything. You have to remain non-biased. Salvador, you said you're watching AMD. Nice, man. I'll probably go through that for a few seconds then too. And just some basic levels without actually grabbing anything. I can kind of grab a lot of really good information. You can see I'm grabbing opening price of yesterday. That lines up being yesterday's high. That's also kind of what they're fighting right now. Yesterday's low, very, very important. You have a double bottom here. And then the pre-market low, which the true pre-market is like right here. So just mark everything. Mark this flat high, even though it's not the true pre-market high. And maybe even mark that close. Yeah, you can see previous day closes right there. That's where they decided to launch that candle from. That's not random. That's not random at all. And then if you want to back out to the 4 hour, you can actually grab a lot of really easy levels here for AMD. If I just go back over here and I mark the top at 97, I can work on everything over 97. Yeah, there we go. 99. And there's probably a few levels over here. That should give me not everything, but pretty close to everything that I need for AMD. You can see after we end up breaking above this level here, which we got from the previous day open, as well as their high in resistance, you can see there are other levels. There's a level at 99, 99.35, which actually line up with pretty good pre-market levels. So if we pop up above 99.35, there is a good chance you go see 100, possibly 100.40. So if you want to keep AMD on your list on that side, awesome. But don't just plan top side, plan downside as well. What can you break to go lower? If you end up breaking your pre-market and your closing price, you will probably head lower to 96.50 and 96. If you break previous day low, then of course you can have more chance to go lower. But make sure you plan for both sides, Salvador. All right, let's start getting a list going. We're probably going to start with DAL and Twitter. Are we going to start with Twitter? Yeah, we'll start with Twitter. All right, so I'm going to mark it in my channel, and at the end, I'll show the list and everything. But let's say Twitter. And move my mic so I don't have to hear my typing as much. Above 48. Stop loss at. I'm going to zoom in so I can see what is even right here. And this would look like a pretty good stop loss, 47.65. Mainly because, mainly because it's fairly close and it does give you a little bit of room, but it also is a level that means something. You never want to grab a stop loss that just means nothing. Because worst case, you'd want to have your stop loss here at pre-market high or the close, right? But that's too far. It's not ideal, right? Where 47.60 kind of gives you a little bit better of a reference point. So I'm going to delete that one. We'll say stop losses at 47.60. Target 48.50 and was it 49? Yeah, 49. I'm actually going to say 48.25, 48.60, and then 49. So it has 3 targets in between. And then we'll say 49.40. Below, what can we do for the downside? we can target the PML. So we got this at about 46.65. So say 46.65. Stop loss at 47. Utilizing our previous day close. I will say targets are at 46. What's this support here? 46.20. 46. Or no, I'm sorry, 45. 75. 45. All right, so Twitter's done, and if we need to go reevaluate or change it up, we will. DAL kind of breaking my range a little bit. Not quite. You still have this 38.80. I don't want to mark it on my list and then have to go back and change it, so I'm kind of waiting on that one. And that one kind of keeps acting funky. Baba, this one's not sitting in a bad spot. I could probably add this to the list right now. I do like it above this 102.60 because that's above the previous day close. That's past all my pre-market. It's past my open. You're still battling this range, but mainly why you had such a failed resistance here is because we were also trying to fill the gap, right? So it's not going to be as for sure price action sitting here, but we will target that 104. So let's do BABA next. Above 102.60, stop loss at, and then try to find a level again that's a decent reference point. Again, close is way down here. That's not going to really help me. Pre-market high is way down here. It's not really going to help me for a stop loss. So we didn't try and find something else that's sitting here. And something I kind of notice is this. Whoops, I keep doing that. Is this resistance right here on this potential flag? It ended up breaking up, sitting on top of that. And then before it really got its, complete seller control, that's where it fell from, was 102.35. So I'll probably lower that a little bit, but I'll keep my stop loss around this certain candlestick. So you can see I could probably do 102 if I really wanted. BABA, you can keep a looser stop loss. 102.25, 102. I'll probably do 102. Let's do 102. Target 103. What's this? 103.10, 103.85, and then we'll say 104.50. Below, what can we plan for the downside? Probably just take off this level, even though it's not a pre-market low. Mainly because it lines up the previous day open right here with your pre-market low. So what are the top 3 pivot points? Again, the main 3 pivot points that we like to go over in chat are previous day open, previous day close, and then today's open. So wherever today's open is, you'll have 1, 2, 3 very, very, very strong pivot points. Right now, it's trying to maintain control of 2 of them. That's a very good sign for bulls before open. Below, what's our downside action here? That's right, we're going to say below 100.90. Stop loss at 101.30. See how I'm using my levels together now? Sometimes you have to look for them, sometimes they're already there. Target, this range is too big, so if you were to say your first target's 99, it'd be kind of far. Say something in between first. You got 100 sitting here, so let's go with that first. So we'll say 100, then 99.25 is our second target. Then we'll say 98.50, and then 98. We'll leave it at that. Let's go check on Walgreens and Delta Airlines, and then we'll see if we can go back to Tesla, Apple, Nvidia yet. And yeah, Walgreens, probably not going to add this one to the list today, but I do want to keep bringing it into the stream and into chat because it is a really good ticker. Its options chain moves insane. I can't even believe that its option chain moves the way it does. Walgreens is actually a very, very awesome ticker to play. So if you guys see this ticker on my list or you guys want to look at it more, this is a great one to grow your account with. And no, they don't move every day. That is one downside. They do range trade a lot. Kind of like Tesla, whenever it finally gets to range trading, it does it for so long. Walgreens is the same, but all over. So don't expect amazing quick price action every single day, but it definitely does give opportunity here and there. You could see yesterday when we had it on the list, it did insane. It popped up above for calls, and it also popped below for puts. It had both opportunities pop up yesterday. It doesn't do that every day. It might not do it today, might not do it tomorrow. But Walgreens is a great ticker to keep on a watch list if you guys are looking for some new ones. Again, just to remind everybody, if you haven't been here, we are creating the daily watch list. Whoops. And we also talked about the CPI numbers, the market, the different reactions. So make sure to go to the beginning of this video if you haven't had a chance to see what we said about that. But the inflation rate is up to 8.5%, just a hair higher than all estimates. But let's go through some of our other tickers now, like Tesla, Tesla, Apple, Nvidia. So if you were to ask me to make this list 20 minutes ago, yeah, this probably would have been my break above targeting these different peaks from yesterday. But as you can see, we've already ruined that opportunity in just the last 20 minutes thanks to the priced in CPI numbers. If you go over to SPY futures, you can see since they came out, we've just been ripping, basically going back to open price. You can see I highlighted open price on SPY. That's literally where we're sitting at again. So it's almost like yesterday and last night didn't even happen, which we talked about this in stream yesterday. We talked about this in Bueller Buys. So it makes it a little bit hard. What I'm getting to is it makes it a little hard to make your daily watch list based on this. But basically what you're relying on a lot of your tech stocks, a lot of your bigger movers, a lot of the ones you're more used to putting on your list, your more popular tickers, they're all going to be all eyes on SPY and NASDAQ today while they battle their opening prices. I didn't even see where NASDAQ was in their intraday. You can see their opening from yesterday is right here in the 14,160s. They are well above that. So if anything, we're actually higher than where we started yesterday. So go to your bigger time frames. Where does that put us? That puts us very, very big off of this bounce. What do we need to try and hold on the bigger time frame? I talk about this a lot in my chat. Everybody's looking at all these levels and everything. The big range to watch today is the 50% control point. That's going to be around the 14,175 that we talked about earlier. If you guys remember that level, that was the very first level I talked about in the stream, 14,175. That's where we're 3-bar playing off of right now. So potentially they're going to continue higher at open, but don't be greedy. Don't just jump into anything because it's already running in pre-market. Wait the first 10 minutes. Trust me, you don't want to be caught in any of these. But let's try and make the best of this. This is not going to be easy, so let's just try and add some of these levels on here. So let's do above 10.11. Stop loss at what's previous day high? It's way down here. 10.05.40. $10.20 is a pretty good level here. I keep forgetting to add that. And then what do we have in between? 10.15. So say 10.15, 10.20, 10.23, 10.25, then 10.27. Below. Now below is also going to be kind of hard because everyone's going to be biased now. Nobody wants to be bearish. Broke it like that. Yeah, they'd have to come down pretty heavy. They'd have to take out this level to bring bears in. 983.47. And you have closing price all the way down here. They're using everything they can as support right now. So very, very hard to catch out just from a watch list perspective what can be utilized as a daily watch list level. But overall, if they end up cracking back down, they can go all the way down to 983.47 before actually looking like they're going to be 50-50 again. So they have all this room that they can drop before bears can actually take this lower on bigger time frames. So they're giving themselves a lot of space. So the upside actions planned out. What can we do for the downside? I see opening price is way down here at 980. Closing price is way down here at 975. We'll say below 983.45. Scalps to 980 / 975. I'm not going to add much more of a downside action plan on that until open. Apple, probably just going to leave that off for now. We'll leave that for alerting. Same with NVIDIA. I'll probably just leave that for alerting. Since I'm basically adding 3 of the same ticker onto the watch list. Let's go see how Delta Airlines is doing. So the reason I was watching them was Boeing, actually. Boeing's killing it. I like that they're sitting here with a potential inverted hammer trying to pick back up. If you go back over to Delta Airlines, they're actually doing a better candlestick. They're doing more of a bullish engulfing above their 9 EMA with rising volume, and it's right before earnings. So I do believe they want to go smack their head on 39.60. Just this recent resistance. I'm not saying they're going to finish here, but I do believe we're going to touch that today or tomorrow. So if you see a pop on 39.20s, you're probably going to see that higher 39s, possibly even 40, and then wait for that to reject. You'll probably see a wick down on a bigger time frame. How's everybody in stream, though? I've just kind of been ranting, giving my thoughts on everything. There's not a whole lot more I can add yet, so I'm just kind of looking around, see what I can do. Microsoft would be almost adding the same exact ticker as Tesla right now. Tesla, Apple, NVIDIA, these are all just kind of sitting in the same spot. So far, this is all we have on the list. Twitter, Baba, Tesla, and I wanted to add some more from this list of tickers here, but these 3, all the same. Like I said, Delta Airlines practically ruining itself right now, so I'm just going to wait. And again, just because I'm saying they're ruining for the watch list, that doesn't mean you can't trade them. You can still trade them. They're going to be very effective. I just don't like where they're sitting to where I can comfortably add them to a list beforehand. You know, if it's 8 minutes before the market or 10 minutes before the market, you know, it'd probably be a different scenario here, but we're still a whole 38 minutes away, so everything could drop back down to the halfway points of the recent rallies before open, which is actually what I'm expecting. If you guys go to SPY, don't be surprised, like I said, if this all reverses at open and goes down and tests that room below that I said. They have so much room below, it's not even funny. This is where previous day close is. This is where previous day open is. So not as much room on this level. And then you have all your pre-market levels sitting down here. Extended hours low. You're way up here pushing your high. You know, so they have so much room now. And if you just grab the halfway point of where they launched from, we'll just say here, they can actually go all the way down to 44.30s instantly before trying to hold. Glad you're streaming today. Happy to see how you planned your day on a day like today. Yeah, man, a lot of people freak out. So I thought this would be a cool little thing. Big thing is you got to remember, your focus is not to take a trade every single day, and that's what screws people. It's not what tickers they're watching, what strategy they're using. It has nothing to do with that sometimes. A lot of the time it's based on the fact that you're just playing too much. You're looking around for too much. You know, you shouldn't have to trade every day. Like today, you should be waking up today, looking at the market going, you know what? I don't have to trade today, but if I see one thing pop up, I'll take that opportunity and I'll go light. Why are you like that? Why are we more hesitant today? Because CPI numbers came out. We are unsure of the price action. Most of the market is. Regardless of this being priced in or not, you're going to be playing a very, very, very indecisive and volatile day. And a lot of people don't even know what CPI is, but they'll listen to people say it 100 times. That's why I release info on CPI in my channel so people can understand what we're even reading. If you guys are in the Bueller Bias community and you don't know what CPI is, please go to my channel, click on the pinned messages, and scroll down to CPI. It explains everything. If you haven't picked up on what we talked about, please go to the beginning of the stream as well. We dropped our opinions on what's going to happen today based on the CPI numbers being released. But yeah, guys, I don't think I can add much more. I'll probably wait to send this in chat so I can add a couple more accurate finds. So I'll probably look for a few more minutes here on stream. But overall, if you guys are not in the community or you are in the community, I cannot express how important it is to go to this channel. I can see how many people have read this channel. There's still under half of the community that have read this. But this has every swing strategy, every day trading strategy that we use that are high probability. I talk about what kind of entry they are, how confident I am, and which type of entry I'm using. So make sure to go through this channel when you have time. There's a ton of info in here. I kind of like seeing BABA chill out. I like seeing DAL chill out. Now that they're up against those better levels. So might be able to add a DAL above 30.20 if we want. Which I think I'll do right now. Above 39.20, stop loss at 39. Target 39.50, 39.75, and 40. That one's easy. Below, that's everything extended hours wise, and that's past my previous day close, so I'll probably grab whatever this is. 37.90. Stop loss at we'll say 38.10. Target 37.75, 37.55, 37.10. Nope, not 47. 37. All right. Yeah, so that's the list, actually. I think I'm going to stick with that. If I add anything else, it'll be an individual ticker that we're looking at. But yeah, guys, there is no stream in the Discord today on Tuesdays. Make sure to go read that stream schedule. But on Tuesdays, I'm going to be alerting in my channel, just like I did on Friday. Just like I did yesterday in my channel on Apple. So I'm going to try and keep that up. We've been doing pretty good in my channel on kind of spoon-fed alerts. Again, they're not my forte. I don't like them as much. I do wish more people would rely on themselves and strategies more than other people's signals. But overall, it's still kind of nice to see, just to see how people trade. I can totally understand that. And that's kind of what more of my community is getting out of it. So we're going to continuously do that and continuously go through some signals. Oh, another thing. If you guys haven't already, please go up in the BB System channel. Yesterday, I posted a PDF. Go to that PDF, click on it, download it, read it. But it covers the Apple play that we played yesterday. You can see yesterday we entered Apple puts with the stop loss at 167.75, 40% entry. All that good stuff. Updated the market throughout the day. And then later on in the day, we talked about potential buy the dip, using our buy the dip strategy. Again, waiting for a rounding bottom, waiting for some sort of big support to be tested, or a double bottom, some sort of base build. Rounding bottom is probably the most strong, most rare reversal pattern you'll ever see. So make sure you look out for those, but you also have to be the most patient to see them because they take so much time, so much information, and all you're getting out of it is just a really, really big reversal that you have to be patient for. And then you can see we ended up taking more Apple plays, covering the market, all that good stuff. So make sure you go through there. And the pinned messages, again, is right up here top right if you aren't used to seeing it. And this, again, covers literally anything you can think of. Here's CPI. Covers everything. I even give you a link to go read more on it. China inflation rate for 2020 was 2.42. It is definitely not that now. So I think I'll end the stream there, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing me make the watch list. I'm definitely going to add a couple more. Maybe we could do this for some live trading down the road soon, but I'm going to just work on this stream schedule right now. And again, one more thing. If you go over to the FAQ section, you can see my entire stream schedule here again. So we stream in the morning on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for YouTube. And chat, I only stream Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday, I alert. Friday, I alert. And we have a meeting on Sunday, just like we did this past Sunday, which you can actually go review that stream now if you want to, as well as yesterday's pre-market stream. So if you guys want to view those, please do so. But I'll see you guys later on. Thank you guys for being here in the stream. Thank you guys for engaging, being here on the YouTube stream. If you guys could send this out, drop a like on the video, that would definitely help me out a lot. But I'll see you guys later on, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.